The recently recovered text messages from anti-Trump members of the FBI are revealing some shocking things about the Bureau's behavior over the last year. First, Congress and the American people found out that investigators directly involved in the Hillary Clinton email and Donald Trump collusion investigations had obvious bias against the president. Then, the treasure trove of text messages showed that the FBI most likely went easy on Hillary because they didn't want to upset her if she won the election. Now another bombshell from the text messages is getting attention. It appears that nearly a year after trying to uncover unproven links between the Trump campaign and the Russian government, FBI officials privately admitted that they had nothing but continued to pursue a wild goose chase that is still going on right now. After 10 months of leading the FBI's Trump-Russia investigation, counterintelligence official Peter Strzok had not seen compelling evidence that President Trump or high-level campaign officials colluded with the Russian government, according to a person familiar with his thinking. The Daily Caller reported. That account comports with the May 19, 2017 text exchange between Strzok and FBI lawyer Lisa Page that was released earlier this week, the news outlet explained. The red flag text message reads, "You and I both know the odds are nothing. If I thought it was likely, I'd be there, no question. I hesitate in part because of my gut sense and concern that there's no big thing there." Remember, that was sent by one of the main FBI investigators of alleged Trump-Russia collusion after having 10 months to dig into the claims. It looks very strongly like the agent, Peter Strzok, admitted that there just wasn't anything there. It was unclear exactly what Strzok meant by the message, but the source close to Strzok affirmed that interpretation of the exchange to the Daily Caller, the news source explained. The source spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the issue. The caller isn't the only group to believe that the Strzok text is an admission that no collusion was found. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, the chairman of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, came to the same conclusion and called the text jaw-dropping when he read it. As of May 2017, Strzok had not been persuaded that the investigation would be a major case, as it has been portrayed in the press. The Daily Caller continued. According to the source close to Strzok, he did not see evidence that the upper echelons of Trump world had committed a crime. To be clear, it is remotely possible that new compelling evidence of collusion emerged sometime between May of 2017, when the private Strzok text was sent, and now. However, with every passing day, that seems more unlikely. What seems to be a more plausible scenario is that elements within the FBI were biased against Trump from the beginning, which we know to be true based on Strzok's other texts. If investigators began with the preconceived goal of taking down Trump, they would drag the fishing expedition out as long as possible to maximize the chances of finding what they needed. That's exactly what Robert Mueller's inquiry looks like now, an unfocused witch hunt that is constantly expanded beyond its original scope, yet seems to have found nothing solid to pin on Donald Trump. At the end of the day, it's almost impossible to deny that key officials in the FBI allowed their political opinions to cloud their judgment. That's the polar opposite of what an unbiased investigator is supposed to do, and the American people deserve answers about how this farce was allowed to continue. Please press share on Facebook if you believe Robert Mueller's team has some serious explaining to do.